to the University of Ibadan to study medicine, but after a year, he changed his major to writing. After graduation in 1953, he became a script writer for the Nigerian Broadcasting Service (NBS), eventually becoming the head programmer for the discussion series. In 1956, he visited London for the first time to take a training course with the BBC. On returning, he moved to Enugu and edited and produced stories for the NBS. Achebe was unhappy with books about Africa written by British authors such as Joseph Conrad and John Buchan because he felt the descriptions of African people were inaccurate and insulting. In his spare time, he worked on Things Fall Apart. The novel was published in 1958. The book won immediate international recognition and also became the basis for a play. His second book, No Longer at Ease, published in 1960, is set in the last decade before Nigeria achieved independence. In 1961, Chinua Achebe met and married Christiana Chinwe Okoli, and they eventually had 4 children.
Hello and good morning. A brand new Monday, a fresh start, another chance to write your story the way you want it to be. Welcome to another refreshing edition of your favorite breakfast show. This is Wake Up Nigeria, and there is no better way to kick off the week than with us. Now, you need to just trust us. We're going to be bringing you an exciting lineup filled with some amazing conversations, of course, thrilling performances, and delicious kitchen delights. And the anchors, well, hey, the dynamite is here. Now, Mondays are for setting the tone for the week, and we are always here to make sure that yours starts on a bright and energetic note. And we've got not 1 but 2 hours of premium family entertainment, and every minute is worth it. Speaking of setting the tone, I have a question for you. How do you tackle your Mondays? What do you do? Do you ease into it, or do you just barrel on full speed ahead? Well, no matter what it's like, we are here to help you press that reset button. And whether you press it with confidence or let it press you, don't worry, we're here for you in any case. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. It's a pleasure to be here with you. We'd love for you to stream the show live. Just visit our website, that's tvcentertainment.tv, or you could visit YouTube, just search for TVC Entertainment. You can watch all the reruns of all past episodes and clips that you might have missed. When it comes to social media, we are TVC Entertainment _ on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, in fact, every platform. I think TikTok is one of those as well. And yeah, don't worry. We are going to be giving you updates on what we are about to see throughout the show right there on social media. We are going to be setting the tone in the kitchen with Glam Chef. Yes, indeed. We can't wait to see the culinary delights she is about to, showcase to us this morning. I'm really excited about that particular aspect of things, as you should be too. Then when it comes to music, we're going to be having a musical performance from Fresh Dew. Now he is here to pour some lyrical dew all over this studio today, and trust me, that is one you do not want to miss. Don't go around playing with your life. You only live once and not just twice. Every day surviving by living for rights. Whatever we used to back was your desires. That's no fairy tale, just real life. Beat your head and I'm back, yeah. I balance yourself, I'm enthusiastic, very zealous. Been a long time now, I've been very serious about these millions, luxurious in tears. Yeah, I need luxurious in tears. Got a few booze, got my back. I went from Then, as always on Mondays, we have SME. Today we have John Olalekon Durojaye, camera boss. Now, a visionary photographer and media artist whose work is a testament to his deep connection to nature, life, and the art of storytelling. John's work has been featured in esteemed exhibitions, including the Boomer Gallery's Dreams and Nightmares. That is a conversation you don't want to miss. We'll be finding out what makes him tick later on. And for a final guest discussion, we have Shode, born Shodade Shegun, Nigerian Afrobeat artist and singer-songwriter, celebrated for his distinctive sound and engaging melodies.
Screaming beauty, beauty, beauty. My girlie body no be new thing. She's bad and bougie, sippy, don't bury. Take the flower, take the Gucci. I book her for first, put you for next. Bring body, make a caress. I back, I break my defense. Sticky body, not the flesh. Oh, single.
It's definitely not easy to get over 500,000 streams. Goodness me, Shode, we're going to be having an interesting conversation a little later on. But there is so much more coming your way this morning you do not want to miss. Let's just be sure the weather is on our side. Let's take a look at the weather. Stay with us. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo, so thank you for joining us. The federal and state governments have been asked to create an environment that supports business growth at the grassroots. President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria also praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his policies, which have attracted investments. Now we have more in this report.
Traditional rulers and the entire community are excited that the operation of oil block OML 55 will bring benefits to the people of Rivers State and to Nigeria as a whole. The National Youth Council President Sukubo Sarah Egbe Sukubo and traditional rulers including the Amanayambo of Kula Kingdom and the Amanayambo of Toru Sarama Piri expressed their support for the operation, citing its potential to boost the economy and create jobs.
So what my message to Nigerian youth is for them to see it as opportunity, our community youth, our traditional rulers, our stakeholders in the various community where this project is being cited.
At long last, after 4 years, Belimo has started production. It has been a worrisome thing for us, the whole kingdom, because we know what adverse effects non-production has on the community.
The restart of OML 55, which had been inactive for 4 years, is a significant development, with Belema Oil initiating crude barging on March 9. The operation is expected to engage over 300 people, including youth, in various roles from surveillance to barging crew. Leaders emphasized the importance of supporting the operation, urging youth to reject vandalism and violence and instead embrace dialogue.
So there are a lot of benefits, hidden and visible, that will impact on the community. And the fact that we are contributing to the economic growth of Rivers State and Nigeria.
I'm very happy with him because he's the key player in support of this development, and the community are behind him. We are going to also give him the necessary support to make sure this dream comes to pass.
I think our youth need employment. This particular project will change the livelihood of our people, of the entire Nigeria as a whole.
They also called on the federal and state governments to create an enabling environment that supports the growth of businesses and encourages investors to ensure sustained revenue growth. The restart of OML 55 is seen as a positive step towards economic growth and development.
And back here in Lagos, the state government says it will shut Independence Bridge inbound Marina CMS route for 2 months over emergency repairs. In a statement, the State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Osireyemi, said the emergency repair of the bridge is scheduled to begin Wednesday, the 19th of March, till Monday, 26th of May. He said during the repairs, the section of the road from the National Open University of Nigeria through Bonny Camp Bridge down to Independence Bridge will be closed to vehicular movement. Motorists heading to Victoria Island from Amadu Bello Way are advised to use Ozumba Mbadiwe Avenue, inbound Akinyadeshola Street, to proceed to Falomo Roundabout and then link Obafemi Awolowo Road to access Ring Road to continue their journeys. The Commissioner reassures Lagosians that the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority will manage traffic flow along the aforementioned routes for the duration of the project. And now some sports updates. Newcastle United secured their first domestic trophy for 70 years and ended a wait for a major prize stretching back to 1969 and a deserved Carabao Cup final win over Liverpool at Wembley. The Toon Army was sent into ecstasy as goals either side of half-time by Dan Burn and Alexander Isak put them on a course for a triumph that will lead to legendary status for manager Eddie Howe and his players. Now Liverpool pulled a goal back through substitute Federico Chinsea in injury time, and Newcastle survived a tense finish to clinch their first major silverware since the Intercities Fairs Cup in 1969 and first domestic success since the 1955 FA Cup.
To join them, the champagne has popped, the streamers are going, and Bruno Guimaraes, I don't think he's going to let go of that Carabao Cup. He shared the lift with Kieran Trippier, but they are keeping hold of that, and Jamal Lascelles is in there as well as one of the other leadership groups who is out through injury at the moment, and Jamie Redknapp, anyhow, comes the first Englishman to get his hands on the trophy.
A major congratulations to Newcastle fans there. Mikel Merino scored the only goal of the game as Arsenal beat Chelsea to move. That's all we have for news and sports for this hour right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But guess what? There's still so much more coming your way. Stay with us.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Level 2, electrified fence. Space terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
It's a mean of getaway, heart of hustle and bustling in Lagos, at Lagos, with Lagos, about Lagos, and it's the vice that gives me joy. Entertainment is creativity. Entertainment is way of life. Entertainment is how you can describe it. That thing. That thing that gives you joy. That thing that's specific. That's entertainment to me.
Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away in 1973 and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
All right. So the Wake Up Nigeria has come live this Monday morning. And it's me and Glam Chef. Welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria neighborhood.
Thank you so much.
All right. So you feeling good?
Good.
You feeling the Monday energy? Aha. So I know you're ready to throw down. We have an array of amazing ingredients right here already. So talk to us about Glam Chef's plan. What are we making today?
Okay, today I'll be making asun pasta.
Asun pasta.
Yes.
Okay.
It's that spicy goat meat with a touch of pasta inside it. You will love it.
Lovely. So the goat meat is already singing some songs.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. And I know there's some other lyrics he's going to be giving us soon. Then the pasta you're using, specifically you're using spaghetti.
Yes.
The slim type of spaghetti.
The slim type.
Aha. So you prefer the slim type, or is it just better for this recipe?
No, I just feel like when it comes to a slim spaghetti, it absorbs that flavor more than the thick one. So I just prefer to use that when it comes to making spaghetti jollof or asun pasta.
Beautiful.
It absorbs that flavor and you get the taste you want.
Beautiful.
That depth of flavor.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I know you've done a lot of prepping already,
yes.
But let's talk about all the ingredients we have here. Let's start from here. What's this?
Okay, so this is the pepper mix, and there's no tomato in it. It's just red pepper, scotch bonnet, and onions.
Beautiful.
We'll be toning it down with some tomato paste here.
Okay, I can see that right
Yes.
there. And now this is what?
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder. So instead of using actual fresh garlic, you choose the powder?
Yes.
Intentionally?
Intentionally.
Or, okay, why?
Because I just believe garlic powder doesn't give it that strong garlic smell, or you know, if we are making like steak and all, we can use fresh garlic. But this is pasta. You don't want the garlic to overpower the entire meal.
Amazing. Okay, great. Now let's go back to the other spices now. What's this?
So this is salt,
okay,
thyme, curry, chicken flavor,
okay,
and I have some beef spice as well.
Okay.
This is cooking oil, onion, some bell peppers, and carrots just for color.
Beautiful. Okay, so these are the ingredients you need. Now, if you have any of these lying around at home, or you are on the way back from work today, or from wherever you're coming from, maybe pick up a few of these ingredients and try this out yourself. Glam Chef is giving us the recipe. She's giving us the secret so you can make your own very, very sweet version of asun pasta. Now, the asun is here, sitting very patiently. What happens with this asun right now?
Oh, so we're going to add some beef seasoning to this.
Please go ahead. Let's start. Okay. Let's begin. Let's begin. What would you like to use?
The beef seasoning.
The beef seasoning. Oh, it's not here? Okay. All right. I will add that beef seasoning in a second. Let me try and find it for you. Thought it was already on display. My bad. All right. Apart from the beef seasoning, anything else going in there?
Oil.
Oil. Okay, please. Let me put the heat on for you.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay, beautiful. So this one?
Yes.
All right. Okay, while this is heating up, while that is heating up, what else can we do with this? Aha. So which seasoning is this?
I will just use the cubes,
chicken seasoning. The chicken seasoning. Let me see if I can scout for that beef seasoning. I think it's right here.
Okay.
Okay, I found it.
Thank you.
I found it. It's in a sachet. Let me cut that open. So I noticed that you just sprinkled just a little on top. You didn't.
Yes, because when the pepper mix go in, we still need to add a little bit of spice, so you don't want it to be too much.
All right. So I have this beef seasoning here. It's a bit thicker than I anticipated. I might need a spoon.
Okay.
But what else are we adding to it apart from the beef seasoning?
The garlic powder.
Garlic powder. Beautiful. So the rich aromatics go in first.
Yes. And now we're going with the oil.
Okay, fantastic. That's about one or 2 cups of oil, I believe.
No, we're just using a little.
Okay, all right. Let me see if I can use the back of this spoon. All right. So you chose beef seasoning specifically. You didn't think maybe some other spices would have done the same job?
No. Since we're dealing with meat, I just feel like beef seasoning is the best option.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. All right, great.
We just still want to maintain the goat meat taste.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. All right, that's the beef seasoning right there. So I know you're going to go in there and start marinating, but tentatively, how long do you want to leave the marinade in for?
No, you just want to let it coat in a little bit, 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
And you go in. I believe pasta is such a quick meal that you can just make under 20 minutes. So you don't want to make it too complicated for people to make. That's why I decided to make this so people can just make this in the morning or any time of the day and they are good to go. You don't need to spend hours in the kitchen to get a good meal.
So there's no roasting or smoking going on?
We're going to fry this a little bit now inside the oil.
Okay, all right. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Don't mind me. I'm here to observe and to learn all your secrets. And hopefully people at home are learning as well. One more time, I'm going to go over the ingredients for you. We have a pepper mix. We have garlic powder. We have some bell peppers, some carrots there, of course, chopped onions. We have curry, we have thyme, we have chicken flavor. We use some beef seasoning as well from a sachet, vegetable oil, tomato paste, and of course the queen itself, pasta. She decided to use the slim version of the spaghetti and not the thick one because she says it absorbs flavors better.
Yes.
All right, beautiful. So I think we're well on the way. And I've noticed that there's water in here.
Yes, while the pepper mix go inside here, I want this to fry a little bit. I want the water to reduce. I want all the water in the pepper mix out. So this, while this is frying, I'll go in with my pasta and boil it to al dente, not too soft and not too hard.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going to get the pasta fork here. Very important. Beautiful. And of course the tongs, because I feel like I'm about to get to work here. The glam chef has begun her recipe. Now if you'd like to try it at home, please tag us online. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE. And of course, if you miss any aspect of the beginning of this segment, you can always see it on YouTube later on. Just search for TVC Entertainment. Let's take a quick break, shall we? We will be back after this.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Okay, I thought. Look
who it is!
Hey.
It's Mary.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
You look like a ray of sunshine this morning, Mary.
Oh, I am, because I'm yellow like sunshine, or like Korean zoo.
Oh wow! Now, but there has been quite a bit of rain, though. You know, it's been giving us some heavy showers here and there.
Well, not everywhere, but in most places.
Yeah.
Of course, you cannot be near the ocean, for example, and not
Exactly.
enjoy the showers.
Yeah.
But then further down, it's been in certain places, but not everywhere yet.
All right. Honestly, I'm just pleased that it's beginning to cool down. But there's something that for some people almost never cools down.
Yeah, something you have to deal with every month, whether you like whether you no like the thing we say you go see 4-5 days or less.
Well, we're talking about the
more
women.
for some.
We're talking about women, not people that identify as women, but actual women. Yeah, you know where I'm going with that. We came across a post online, and it goes like this. I thought this was an honest question until I checked her replies. There were memories of Miriam rolling on the floor crying hot tears in secondary school, and this was because she had experienced excruciating periods. Now, there are...
It's actually an offshoot of a question.
Yes, of course. Now,
so somebody asked a question about how to handle employees.
Exactly.
So she has a food business, and she says, oh, she has a particular employee who always asks for time off when it comes to that time of the month. So apparently, she might be suffering from endometriosis, but the lady said she claims she's not. However, my belief is she hasn't gone to the hospital for proper check.
Yeah.
But whatever the case, because the girl said, according to the person who, for the OP, that's the original poster, the lady said it's hereditary.
Hereditary,
Yes.
painful periods.
Yes. So
But every month, she requests for 2 days off.
yes, for
Every
at
single
least
month.
2 days off,
And she
depending
said-
on just how bad it is.
And she said she will be giving her boss a heads up whenever her periods are coming.
Yes, and she has been. Sometimes she does so the morning the period is beginning. Like, I won't be coming today and tomorrow, ma'am, as you know. This is that time of the month.
So now the issue was actually from a business standpoint. If you calculate how many days of the month that becomes, that's like what, if she does 2 days every month, every week, oh well, once a month, in a year, that's a lot of days off. And there was conversations regarding whether it should be added to her or taken from her annual leave, whether it should be taken from her sick days off, you know, during the year. And I guess her trying to understand how to manage that particular person. So I don't know if, I actually feel like the lady was a little honest, coming out to say this is what happens to her.
And how should she handle it?
Exactly. As opposed to some who, when that time comes, you just won't see them. They won't show up to work. You know, I'm wondering, running a food
If you
business
don't show
as well,
up, you'll lose your job.
No, you'd be surprised, depending on how valuable.
No matter how valuable the person is, I've realized that nobody is indispensable. It's just that the level of your value differs. That's just it. So the thing is, you will be missed if you leave, but you are missed even more when you're not there for the couple of days.
Sure.
What both of them need to do, as far as I'm concerned, is to sit down and figure out a solution, in the sense that there are other members of staff. Is it possible for this so-and-so person to do extra hours to cover for you, and then you in turn will do extra days or hours to make up for that person, just so the business is running smoothly? Because not everybody can afford to pay for extra hands on the days you are not available. So this is me talking from a business owner's perspective, that I have to keep in mind that this person's absence, as valuable as she is to the business, how can we meet halfway in such a way that the business keeps running smoothly? Because it is unfair to others who might not have that problem, but they feel, oh, I usually have leg pain. The next thing, somebody will say, ma, because of the cold weather, this period, I'll need some time
that
off.
would be comparing leg pain and cold weather to something that is a chronic condition.
My dear,
so
people
I'm
are
thinking
going
about
through a lot. They keep under their clothes.
Sure, definitely. which in some cases is not very healthy. But let me come from another standpoint. She runs a food business. Where is the place of hygiene? If she has, for instance, really heavy issues, right? And you know what I mean by that. She's going to be managing food. How many times is she going to be going to the bathroom, managing that whole situation?
How many of us have heavy flow? There are many of us.
That's what I'm saying.
And we work, and there are people who work in the food industry. That's why they say wash your hands regularly. If we talk about all these things and we really, you know, break it down, many men won't eat food cooked by women. And let's be real, it's the truth. So I'm really focused on the business angle of this. Because I'm worried for the business owner. I'm also worried for the lady. In the sense that if she loses this job and she goes elsewhere, it's going to be a continued circle.
It feels like it already is. It feels like something she's done in the past. For her to come forward and say, oh, madam, during this particular time, I'm going to need 2 days off.
Now, in such a situation, my own thought is this: for a business to thrive, there must be an understanding. There must be. It's not allowed in some cases to tell the company, oh, these are the issues I have medically before you employ. However, some companies demand you tell them what illnesses you suffer so that they know exactly what to expect.
But
and
legally,
if she did,
legally, you're not really obligated to.
If she did say it, then there's nothing the lady can do.
Yeah,
if at the time of the interview she said, oh, I usually suffer from, you know, excruciating pains during my monthly flow, and then you go, is there any solution? Oh, it's hereditary, and then they're trying to find solutions and all, but you believe, oh, she's very valuable, she's probably coming at a cheaper rate, salary-wise, and then you bring her on.
So I went through the comment section. There were a lot of comments talking about being humane about the situation, because as much as we're talking about this now, we don't know what this lady is actually going through every month. We don't know how crazy these pains actually are. There were also
I have a sister, somebody really close to me, who suffers this. She can't go to work.
Exactly.
This is I'm talking about this from a place of knowledge.
So what does a business owner do?
That is what I'm saying. There has to be an understanding.
Maybe remote work, for instance.
The job might not require remote. That's why I'm being like this, because it might be something that maybe she's one of our best bakers, for example. So she needs her there. She probably cannot work remote, which is part of what I'm saying about making arrangements. What if for that day she's off, she handles the books?
Maybe.
You know, there are ways you people can reach.
Internationally speaking, some other people from outside Nigeria were saying they've given 2 hours late arrival for people.
For somebody that is rolling on the floor, which kind of 2 hours late arrival? They said
they're doing 2 hours late arrival. You can arrive at 10 a.m. as opposed to 8 a.m. with the other workers to give you time to sort things out. They've also said that they've added. Well, it is just the comments I'm talking to you about. These are the comments
you don't know what excruciating means. It means the person's period pains every month is like being in labor. There are people who experience that every month. So in that kind of situation, you need to find a solution. You don't browbeat around it and say, oh, don't worry, when we get there. When you get there, the person will be off, because the person needs to take care of themselves at home.
So now, if she had a choice to either keep this member of staff or lose the member of staff, what does she do?
If this person is valuable, as I said earlier, you need to sit down and reach an agreement on certain things. Madam, we work 20 days a month, right? On average, 20 to 23, depending. Now, out of those 23 days, 3 to 4 days out of it, I can handle the books. She would also have to make efforts herself.
Concessions.
You know, there are concessions. You should also, I'm not good in accounting. Okay, let me learn how to do this. Just so the business continues to blossom and flourish.
We would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Please let us know what you think. Taking days off during that time, we women go through a lot.
Please, we women should even get it normally. Every month, 4 days off.
Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable,
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Entertainment for me, first of all, I say, is a vocation, is work for me, is a way of life that brings about merriment, relaxation, and it's happiness. It's everything good put together. Anything at all just to make you happy, give you joy, make you laugh, make you dance. Entertainment is a way of life for AY.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and nonviolent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
It's time for us to have a conversation on the SME segment of Wake Up Nigeria this morning. And with us is John Olalekan Durojaye, also known as Camera Boss. He is a visionary photographer. And this morning, we'll be having a conversation, not just with him, but with a very interesting personality as well. But first, how are you doing today, Olalekan Durojaye?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Awesome. It's good to have you in the studio with us.
It's good to be here. It's good to be. I mean, when I entered here, I said, you guys have a beautiful studio. And been listening to you speak online, I was like, damn, she's good. Wow.
Okay, so tell us about Camera Boss. But before you do so, I almost left out the distinguished guest I mentioned earlier, Gabriel Balogun, a business analyst. They'll be giving us some important nuggets this morning. So yes, Camera Boss, let's hear you.
Okay, about for Camera Boss, I'm a digital artist, I'm a photographer, I do weddings, portraits and fashion. But over time, I mean, I'm now a digital artist. Having an exhibition, or I started my exhibition in Lagos yesterday. So it's running for 3 days, yesterday, today and tomorrow.
Okay.
And of course, I've exhibited in London, Bloomer Gallery, where I exhibited 2 of my artworks. And yeah, basically that's where I am now. But Camera Boss as a business started like 12 years ago when I was still in the university.
Okay.
So I started out as a business guy going into photography. Then through that, we've been able to metamorphose and become an international brand, sort of, yeah.
So as an international brand, of course, everyone looks to leverage and improve on their art, right?
Yeah.
I'm very curious because this question I'm about to ask you is what our business analyst will be giving us an answer to. Let's talk about self-discipline. Because to grow a business, you do need self-discipline. There are certain things you'd have to give up on, certain things you have to restrain yourself on. How have you been able to use that with your business?
Well, I would say if you're not disciplined, there's nothing essentially you can do. I mean, you cannot succeed in any field or any structure of life if you're not disciplined. Even as a husband, if you're not disciplined, you can't even succeed. Even in the basic things of life, as in education, going to school, you need a level of discipline to achieve some level of success.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as a photographer, there was a time I shoot every day for 60 days. So I do that every year. So it's like 60 days challenge. It's just a way for you to understand and own your craft because the more you practice, the more you do these things, the better. And with that in mind, you ought not to see that if you shoot every day for 60 days, it's not necessarily it's not easy. So you need a lot of discipline, a lot of dedication, a lot of willpower to be able to go through those 60 days and be shooting. So I was telling somebody yesterday at Asaba, I said, if I don't shoot a day, I feel something is missing, something like that. And that, I think, is a function of how I have built myself over the years. So it's more like if I'm not with my camera, I'm not doing something, I'm not shooting, I feel something is missing. It's more like when you don't brush your teeth in the morning. You go out in the afternoon, you can literally just feel something oozing
about you. Even if you don't feel anything oozing, you will just know that something is missing.
Really,
yeah. So the 60 days challenge, for how long have you been doing it?
So I stopped 2 years ago when I moved to UK. And the reason is to shoot in UK is now way more expensive than shooting in Nigeria. So 60 days challenge, I think I did that for 5 years back to back.
Wow.
Yeah, so I usually start first week of the year, that's in January, then run through March, run to like the first week of March and shoot through that way, or just through March that way.
When you say shooting in the UK is expensive, we'll talk about that after. But let's talk about self-discipline, Gabriel Balogun, and just how important it is in businesses.
Well, let me use the analogy of a vehicle, right? Think of motivation as the vehicle that will take you from your dreams to your results. Self-discipline is the fuel. Because at some point, that vehicle without a fuel will not move, right? So while you always need motivation to start, you need self-discipline to sustain it.
Absolutely.
So you can watch some of the best speakers in the world motivate you to start the business. and you can actually start the business. But imagine running a business in Nigeria, and then every week you're dealing with uncertainty, with the volatile market. If there is no discipline, that vehicle will break down.
True.
Right? So that's the importance of self-discipline. It's as simple as that.
Now, for a business owner who is trying as much as possible to stay afloat, in what ways would you say they need to create that awareness, not just for themselves, but also for their staff when it comes to being disciplined in elevating the company?
I mean, John has given a very simple example. The 60-day craft you started, or you still do, is one way to sustain self-discipline. And if you have a team working with you, and you've done that consistently, and you also put them on that pressure. For instance, you have a social media manager, you have marketing person, and you tell, or a salesperson, and you say, I want you to go on a 60-day challenge, sell every day. The marketing guy, I want you to put up a post every day, as opposed to the 3 times a week thing. And when you do that, what that does for people is they are inspired to continue to work. And when you do that yourself, and then people also see you do that, they understand that whatever you are delivering as value is not fluke. It is coming from a place of sustained discipline. Right? So that's a very simple way to create awareness.
Earlier you mentioned the difference between motivation and discipline, right? Now, I'm really curious as to how habits shape or mar a business. How can they define a business so much so that it can achieve success?
Very, 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 very important question. If you run a business and you are the last person to come to work every day, best believe that at some point the people in the organization will not see punctuality as a desired goal. Right? So I remember my very first career job. I mean, my boss, I would always meet my boss at the office. It was crazy. And that built this consciousness in me that if I am going to become what this man is, I have to consistently show up as he does, right? So that's very simple analogy of what our habits also play. If you speak terribly as the leader, you use curse words and all of those things, everybody around you will believe, oh, it's also good to use curse words, right? And those simple actions and inactions are the things that create the habits that people have.
You know, I find that really, really inspiring, because in truth, how you define your business is how your employees will largely take it to be. And so I'm wondering, do you have any such personal experience, John?
Can you come again?
How you define your business is how your employees will take your business. Do you have any such personal experience?
I would think that's true in every way, shape, or form. However, you give an example of someone the boss coming into the office early. That will necessarily build the culture of people coming to punctuality. But I would say necessarily does not work. It won't work for me that way as a person, because naturally I'm not a morning person, so I can't do it 9 to 5. I will be terrible at it. I've tried it. I was very terrible at it. I'm more of a late night person. So if my staffs or my people sort of look up to me for punctuality, then the organization have the tendency of failing. That is why it's also important you don't employ people that need other people to motivate them.
Wow.
But as an organization, for instance,
I respectfully disagree.
Well, but I mean, we can almost always disagree. I work in the creative industry, and creatives we think differently. We don't act the same way.
Oh yes.
I don't love to be boxed in a corner. If you tell me to do something 9 to 5, I promise you I ain't gonna do it, and that's the truth. Give me the creative license. Tell me this is what I want done. How you do it
is left to you.
So give me a task, give me a KPI, give me something I can measure. not giving me how to do it. Now, if you are telling me how to do it, I mean, you could have done it yourself. So give me a task, then see me do it. No, there's a place for correction, and there's a place for, oh, no, you do it this way, or you can do it this way. But don't tell me, do it this way, compulsorily. So you can't tell me to come to work 9 to 5 every day. I mean, respect to everyone coming to work 9 to 5.
That's just not
big
you.
shout out. That's not me. And I'm not sure is any other creative cannot work in that kind of space. We can do all night, midnight, and still be active in the morning and do our thing. But when is now, I mean,
this is a conversation that I have so many questions for both of you. Unfortunately, because of time, we would have to round this up. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for
Gabriel Balogun, of course, John Durojaye. It's been quite an interesting conversation. And I'm still going to ask you about that cost of photography in the UK. But right now, we take pictures, and of course, we also take a look at food. I believe it's time for us to see what's going on in the kitchen. Can we do that? No? Okay, let's take a break then. It's the top of the hour. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. To stay with us, we'll be right back.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
We love our food, parties, and the good time. But how do we feel afterwards? However these 7 symptoms of heartburn and indigestion feel like to you, all 7 symptoms are caused by stomach acid. So Gaviscon Double Action acts in your stomach to neutralize acid fast and forms a raft to prevent contents from going back up the food pipe. For long-lasting relief, for any of these 7 symptoms, think Gaviscon.
Okay, so now let's get to the intimate part.
Exactly.
Now. So do you feel this whole enhancement, the whole you do boobs, you do ass, does it now make you good in bed? You do your dick, does it make you good in bed? You do abs, are you now more attracted to your partner?
Are you more confident?
Exactly, to now perform well.
As a woman, you
Maybe
have bigger breasts, you have bigger... Come on, you feel more sexier.
Okay.
It's affecting in bed.
Okay, Beverly, you know what?
No,
I really want to hear
the
a take,
experience of it. It doesn't change the experience.
I want to hear Desmond's side. I want to hear your own, but your own is making me feel somehow.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Is
now.
that your trousers are going on?
Hey!
Hey! Hagulalumo!
Yes, please.
LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed. Now, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. You missed an exciting first hour right here on Wake Up Nigeria. But don't worry, there's still plenty more for you to see. And yes, the reason why we're here to brighten your Monday morning with some engaging conversations, some entertainment, and of course, mouth-watering delights from the kitchen. Speaking of the kitchen, Mary is looking like a ray of sunshine right there in the kitchen with our chef, the Glam Chef. How's it going, Mary?
Motivational time. It's not about who stands in the kitchen first. It's about who enters it after.
Wow. Yes. I don't know what you're talking
about. But really, I'm looking
today.
forward to breakfast this morning by Glam Chef. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because anything pasta works for me anytime, any day.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm excited about that particular meal because goat meat just has this really flavorful aroma. I'm waiting for it to start singing. In fact, I can't wait.
The sausage itself, look at that. It looks really good. Like, I just feel like taking bread, tortilla more like, and scooping it and just,
go.
My goodness, I'm getting ahead of myself food-wise. Yeah. Okay, Titi.
All right then, now there is still to come the beautiful game. Now there was a lot of activity over the weekend in the world of football, and we have to talk about it. And then for guest discussion today, we have Shode, born Shodade Solomon Shegu, a Nigerian Afrobeat artist and singer-songwriter, celebrated for his distinctive sound and engaging melodies. Now, he gained a lot of attention with the Day For You song, which amassed over 500,000 streams on AudioMac in the first week, further amplified by promotion from renowned music producer Don Jazzy. Yeah, there's loads to unpack with that particular conversation. You don't want to miss it. And of course, we'll be having some music right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Fresh Dew is still here to give us a little freshness for the fresh new week.
I'm blessed, man, I need my wife. My bro, this life is like a dice. Don't go around playing with your life. You only live once and not just twice. Every day surviving by living for rights. Whatever we used to back was your desire.
All right, now if there's any aspect of the show you missed before, don't worry, just head over to YouTube. Just search for TVC Entertainment and you'll be able to rerun everything you missed. Not to worry. Well, let's take a quick look at the weather. We will be back after this. The Glam Chef is right here in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen, and we've been putting together something nice and spicy.
Oh, yes.
For those that weren't here earlier on, what are we making?
Asun pasta.
Asun pasta. Very simple. Now, if you missed it, we had a long list of ingredients that have been put into action here. Of course, the goat meat, one of the kings of this dish. Now, that was marinated with some spices and fried in some oil, and now the pepper mix that she prepared earlier on has been added to that, and it's looking absolutely fabulous.
Oh, yes.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, now the pasta itself is also standing by. You've strained the pasta already.
Yes, I don't need it to be too soft. It does have to be al dente, not too soft, not too hard. Because it will still steam right here in the stew.
All right, so are you going to add that directly in?
Yes.
Or, okay. So she's, putting the pasta directly into this amazing goat meat stew she's created, because it's asun pasta we're making. Let's talk other spices and ingredients that are still here. We used some chicken spice, some beef spice. We used curry, thyme, salt. Of course, and the pepper mix itself didn't have any tomato in it, but she used tomato paste instead. There's still some carrots and bell peppers here to add some color to this dish. All right, so now the pasta has gone in. So, now the meat, the sauce, the stew, everything is all in there. So it's a one-pot dish. Yes, one-pot dish. Something you can make on the go. Nothing too stressful
at all.
As long as you get the right type of goat meat and the right ingredients that are lying around your kitchen, we are good to go. All right, now I know you're trying to do a thorough mixing process here, but after the mixing is done, like how long do you think we still leave it to simmer for?
After the mixing, you need to go in with your veggies.
Okay.
Just cover on a low heat for 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're good to go.
All right, fantastic. Low heat.
Yes.
Very, very key there. Low heat. Very important. Because the pasta is already cooked. The sauce is also already cooked. So all you're trying to do is just, you know, marry all the flavors
and
in there.
together.
Exactly. So now, let's go in with our
veggies,
colorful vegetables to add the crunch.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Now, if I wanted to add anything else to this dish,
like what?
What would it be? What could it be? Like maybe to eat by the side of it. I don't know. I'm just thinking, what else can go with this dish?
Like a protein.
If it was to be a protein, what would it be? We've got the goat meat in there already as the king of the dish.
Definitely. If I was to do, maybe you do some grilled chicken on the side.
Ooh, okay.
That will go as well. So I can't say beef, so it won't be beef, but we can do some grilled chicken on the side if you want more protein. But
yeah,
I feel like there's already a complete dish that you can just make within 15 to 20 minutes and you're good.
Fabulous. And we are good to go. All right, so Glam Chef, I see quite a lot of, logos on your outfit here. I see South African Chefs Association.
Yes.
So talk to us a bit about your background as we wait for this to simmer.
Okay, so I'm Bello Omolola Christiana, popularly known as Glam Chef. So I went to a culinary school in South Africa, Capsicum Culinary Studio.
Okay.
And I did professional chef course. And all this is the badge of my certificate.
Oh,
so
great.
After you earn a certificate, you get
the badge
to join the South Africa Association, Chefs Association.
Interesting.
And City and Guild here, it's also a certificate from the UK.
Amazing.
So in my school, you can opt for another certificate.
Great.
You can opt for another certificate, which is City and Guild, and that comes with extra cash.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
But it's a good one. And
it is. It is. I'm just so pleased you could find time, to come and share this recipe with us this morning.
You're welcome.
At this point, we have to take a musical performance. Mary is standing by with our performer for today.
Right, with me here is Fresh Dew. His real name is Osaru Agawa, and today he has a performance for us. It's so good to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Awesome. So, Fresh Dew, that's an interesting name. Fresh like the morning dew. How did you come about that one?
My mom gave me the name.
Your mom gave you the name?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a pet name or is just something maybe when you wanted to become a performer, you asked her what you should call yourself?
I used to perform from my secondary school days, and she gave me the name because she felt like that's how I was. Like every day I come up with something new, fresh, like.
Interesting.
For everybody else in the house.
So what's the title of the song you're performing this morning?
Journey.
Johnny?
Yeah.
What's the story behind Johnny?
It's just like me talking about my
journey
in life. Yes, thank you. My journey in life and how I've been enthusiastic about getting my shit together.
All right. Okay, you know what? Take it away. Let's see you perform.
It's finest
I'm blessed, man, I need my wife. My bro, this life is like a dice. Don't go around playing with your life. You only live once and die just twice. Every day surviving battling for rights. Whatever we used to bat was your desires. That's no fairy tale, that's real life. Beat your head and I'm back, yeah. I battle yourself. I'm enthusiastic and very zealous. Been a long time now, I've been very serious about these millions, luxurious in tears. Yeah, I need luxurious in tears. Got a few people who's got my back. I went from that time when I've been my Maybach. Don't tell me that you know me. I'm fresh and I've been so lonely. Down below, I was broke. In the trenches, there's no hope. Still I cope. Many ups, there are puts. Breaking laws, breaking rules. I'm the plug, I'm the fuse. In the streets, there's some scope. Hope we cope. I'm low. Ain't no prince, I'm no broke. I'm trying to give you hope. If you know, they know. I see if you know, they know. Guys know before you know. Yeah. Mama told me I'm going places. These days niggas just running races. Yeah, happiness bro. Get the money, happiness though. Yeah, he get why, he get start, he get reason to keep grinding and don't lose God like Scooby-Doo. Don't lose God like Scooby-Doo. Don't lose God like Scooby-Doo. I'm enthusiastic and very zealous. Been a long time now, I've been very serious about these millions, luxurious in tears. Yeah, I need luxurious in tears. Got a few people who's got my back. I went from that time when I'm in my Maybach. Don't tell me that you know me. I'm fresh and I've been so lonely.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo Snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun. And I know that what I do contributes to that, because I tell my staff that we are not just designers, we are actually selling joy and happiness. So when we're able to put a smile on somebody's face from the dress they wear, make someone very confident because of what they wear, we've done our job, and I'm sure that's entertainment.
Kolishlashla Mandela was born into the Madiba clan on 18th July 1918. He got involved in politics in 1942 as he helped to form ANC Youth League. He was married to Evelyn Mays and they had 4 children. Mandela was arrested in a countrywide police swoop on 5th December 1956, which led to the 1956 treason trial. Before the end of the
Arsenal versus Chelsea. Interesting match, that one. Welcome to the beautiful game on Wake Up Nigeria. I am joined today by Olamide Jean-Luc Oshofa. It's so good to have you in the studio with us.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Indeed, being on Wake Up Nigeria
Yes.
set, yes, besides creating and causing chaos on the black table. But really, well, we saw the preview of the match there, the Arsenal versus Chelsea game, which took place yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm very curious as to your thoughts on that one.
Well, I think for most football enthusiasts, no one was really surprised based on the form for both teams. Arsenal has been on the rise for the last couple of seasons. And as you know, at the very beginning of the season, we all thought that Chelsea were going to
they were
go on the
formidable.
rise. I still feel they shouldn't have changed their coach. You know, they let Mauricio Pochettino leave at the end of last season and, of course, got themselves, comes true for them. And of course, when you look at Mikel Arteta, he's been the Arsenal coach for a couple of seasons now, and this season has been horrible for Arsenal when it comes to injuries. They've had like 5 first-team players go on long spells and all of that, and of course, they haven't played with a recognized out-and-out forward this season. So converting Mikel Merino into a number 9 is something that shocked most people, but it seems to be working out because he scored 4 goals in 7 games, and that's quite a lot for you know someone who's never played in that position professionally.
So when you look at the Arsenal-Chelsea match itself, there are many people who are of the opinion that there were several misses on both sides, especially on the Arsenal side. Would you say that?
Yeah, they created chances. Nothing too clear, nothing too, you know, special, but I feel it was fair enough. The game ended as it should have, at 1-0 to the Arsenal.
All right, when you talk about Arsenal, another team that always comes to mind is Liverpool because, of course, the Premier League as it is now. And yesterday was the Carabao Cup final, also known as the Carling Cup, Cup as well. So, you know what, let's take a look at this preview. When we return, we'll talk about the match that was played yesterday, the final of the Carabao Cup.
Black and white shirts are arriving on the edge of the penalty area. This is Tonali. That's his hit. He had a lot of work to do to get his foot round it and get it on target. And every time Newcastle get a set piece, they fancy themselves. And it's Byrne with the header who scores. Well, they have been threatening all through the first half. And Dan Byrne, the Geordie through and through, is the man who puts Newcastle United in front. It's Rollinton. McAllister nicks the ball. Here's Salah. Can Liverpool turn defending into attacking? Salah's ball. Luis Diaz with the jump. Diogo Jota. Well, it's Liverpool's first real chance of the game. Trippier to take. That's going to come to Rollinton, and a little deflection. It's going to be turned home by Isak. It's not going to count. The flag is up. Well, looking for a second goal, looking to put Liverpool to bed here. And it's Isak. Oh, that's outstanding. What a finish from Alexander Isak. But Liverpool's fans will be expecting them to really grandstand it and give everything to get back into the game. Here they come with Luis Diaz. Now Szoboszlai. His pass. Chance for Liverpool. What a save by Pope to deny Curtis Jones. Jones loses out to Guimaraes, and here's Barnes, and here's Isak, who must be offside, and it's a heck of a save from Quivin Kelleher. Guimaraes robbed by Elliott. That's forward, and the chance for Liverpool, and a goal for Liverpool is scored by Federico Chiesa, but it's not going to count.
I'm going to admit that I'm actually happy for Newcastle. This has been a long time coming, really, because my goodness,
56 years in the waiting to win anything major.
I mean, and the truth is, this season they've tried their best, in quotes, as best as they can, and sometimes they've risen up like last season, and then somehow towards the middle of the season, you just don't find them anywhere. So I'm actually really pleased for them. As a matter of fact, for those who watched the match, when I was looking at that, I was pretty sure by the 90th minute that, oh, come on, nothing can happen. And then 4 minutes into extra time, Liverpool scored. And I was like, okay, this could go anywhere, because Liverpool can be very funny when it comes to last minute goals like that.
I think
at the end of the day, it still ended 2-1. And who has the Carling Cup now? Newcastle. Congratulations to them.
The Carabao, by the way.
Yeah.
However, I think Newcastle is a football club on the rise. Over the last couple of years, we've seen them gain momentum. They were finalists in the 2023 Carabao Cup final, which they lost to Chelsea. And yeah, I mean, it's a long time coming. Waiting for 56 years to win the cup, it's something special. And on the day, they were a whole lot much better than Liverpool. They were more aggressive. They were more hungry. As you can see, they have Alexander Isak. My most favorite forward right now is exceptionally good. He troubled the Liverpool defense and put Virgil van Dijk on his heels all through the game. Of course, he left. Eventually, he was taken out because he had a bit of a cramp. But all in all, on the balance of the day, Newcastle deserved to win. Of course, Enrico Chiesa scored a dime last-minute goal for Liverpool with the hopes of reviving something. But I think Newcastle definitely deserved to win the Carabao Cup.
Absolutely. Leading by 2 goals for that long up until the top of they did good for themselves. I'm actually very happy for them. Now let's take a look at the preview for the Barcelona versus Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid rather. Yes, it was Real Madrid Villarreal. So Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Let's take a look at this one. Now that match ended 4-2, and I'm sure you have your opinion on it.
Yes, it's one football match everyone anticipated that was going to be really hot because on the league table you have Real Madrid, you have Barcelona, and then you have Atletico Madrid. Of course, Atletico Madrid are always in the scheme of things generally, but in this particular match, everyone felt that based on the fact that Real Madrid picked up 3 points at Villarreal. Barcelona was definitely going to step up. They were 2 goals down, but 4-2, that's something really nice. Of course, we expect Barcelona to always up the game, but against Atletico Madrid, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that happening. I was totally shocked with the Atletico Madrid defense and letting in 4 goals. It's unbelievable. So kudos to Barcelona, by the way. They are definitely one of the informed teams in Europe. And of course in Spain, they're always there. And we'll see how the league goes. It's definitely now starting to look like a 2-horse race between Real Madrid and Barcelona again.
Yes, and when you talk about last season, everyone thought, okay, what's going on with Barcelona? Are they really going to keep going down? But I'm so happy to see them back in form. I really wish you could have talked about the Real Madrid versus Villarreal game. But unfortunately, there isn't enough time. However, thank you so much for your time, Olamide Oshofa. Thank you indeed. And in case you don't know, that match ended 2-1. At this point, we need to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. To stay with us, we'll be right back.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time.
On Maxis, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Maxis.
Area! Waiting the happen, waiting the shop. Tune into our award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a massive doing.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Young boy.
Na 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 na. Olómi máa jàjà, òṣèré máa jàjà. As I dey see you now, I want to make you smile. If no be Jehovah, then for put us under. All power belongs to Jesus, baby. All beauty belongs to you.
Oh, love it. Shode is in the building. Shode Solomon Shegun. He's a Nigerian Afrobeat artist. He's a singer-songwriter, and he's celebrated for a distinct sound. He's got some engaging melodies as well. It's great to have you in the building.
Good morning, everyone.
Well, we woke you up early today.
I said to God, I just wake up. I don't really like morning interviews because my face will be swollen and I won't really be in the mood.
No, but you're looking fresh, brother.
Thank you so much.
You're looking all fresh.
All thanks to God. All thanks to God.
You are. Okay, so thanks for making it down here.
My pleasure.
Let's talk a bit about that track, Queen and More. Who is that inspiration behind that track? Because I see a lady in that video.
Yeah, she's the inspiration behind the video, the song, generally, you know. So she was celebrating her birthday then.
Okay.
We suggested to, you know, make her day special with that song. So that was how we came about the song.
All right. So I know that you are also a content creator, like over 400,000, followers on IG, and it just feels like there's so much pressure for a merging of content creation and music right now. But how? The money is coming now, so it's a job.
It's a job.
It's working.
It's not a joke to me, though.
Well, it looks like you're having loads of fun and you have a really energetic vibe, and people are feeling you.
Thank you so much.
The engagement on your page is amazing. But then it just feels like there might be a lot of pressure to constantly be putting out music.
So one of the problem an artist faces, the expectation from people, the fans. People want to see you in some certain way as an artist. They want you to talk a certain way. They want, if you go outside, you're not supposed to do this. As an artist, people feel like you're not supposed to, when you drop your song, you're not supposed to promote it. You just post 1 or 2 pictures and you say out now, like Wiz and every other legend. But you need to understand that these people, they've been there before. You can't skip the process. You have to come from here to whosoever you want to become in life. You can't just come from nowhere and say you want to, except if you have major funding behind you. So these are one of the problems. Funding, people expecting you to drop it back to back. And this is what I understand, or how I see things. Things can go right all the time. You drop it this time. So don't have it at the back of your mind, everything you drop. There are sometimes I drop song that will go viral and become a hit, and sometimes I'll drop another one and it will not go. It's just me understanding that, okay, since I cannot have everything I want at the same all the time, sometimes the thing will go up, sometimes it won't go. So you need to understand that everything won't work out all the time. So
But something that's working out now is this, working with Bella Shmurda. How's that happening?
Yeah, Bella Shmurda is like my OG, my brother, my friend. So we've been even before I started having my own platform, before I started gaining traction, he has been there, his family, on his time, any day.
All right, so where is that taking your brand? Where is that taking your music to?
So it was featured on my project, I think last year, my debut project, and it has been amazing since then.
Yeah, all right. I'm so glad to hear that, because whenever you hear an artist brings out a new track, there's anticipation, and then as I mentioned, there's always a lot of pressure. But then there was the advent of TikTok, where you have challenges and dance and me, I'm old school. You need to let us know what your plans are for the next
So I feel
rollout.
TikTok and every other platform has been easy. Initially people like the OGs that have been in the game, they go to their days or eras of Alaba.
Yeah.
You take your cassette to market, you beg promoters, and I feel like social media has made it easier. People like me, artists like me, we've been riding on the wave of social. We've been benefiting from especially TikTok. Now, you don't necessarily need to have money or need to know one OG or anybody. Just post your song on TikTok, make several videos to it. Before you know it, the song is viral already. Okay. So I think that's one of the power or benefit of social media.
But then there are still some of those OGs you have to pay, homage to,
definitely,
and give some respect to. But who's on that list for you?
First of all, I'll say shout out to Olamide Bado. I think Bado kind of made me start doing this professionally because I'm a big fan of him. Shout out to Bades, Obio. Shout out to everybody, Wiz, Bona, everybody that has been contributing to the Afrobeat, to the world movement. Shout out to everyone.
Yeah, so honestly, now you have a latest project out. You need to talk to us about that.
So I have a new song out titled Screaming Beauty, and it's amazing. I dropped the song I think a few weeks back, and the acceptance has been crazy. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to I used to tell people it's far beyond the music. What is most important are the people actually vibing, everybody at home actually supporting. As an artist, you can just create, and it takes a lot of people to actually make a song, a big song or a viral song. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to you too.
So now, what's your process like? Do you write the song first, then search for a beat, or do you have?
Me, I have for myself. I have different approach to making a song. Sometimes it might just be a line. You might say something and I really like the line, and I will have the line in my head. So when the producer play the beat, I'll try and write on it. And sometimes you just find a beat and you write on it. Sometimes it's just the lyrics before the beat. Sometimes it's the beat before the lyrics.
All right. So there's no formula.
There's no formula.
There's no formula.
There's no formula. It's just.
All right. All right. Now, honestly, once I went to your page and I saw all the energy there. I know that there's some kind of method to the madness under your page. You need to talk to me about the team you have behind supporting you when it comes to your page.
All right. I feel like I'm more social media person, but shout out to my team. I do tell people it's important you work with people that really understand your brand, and this is where it comes to you working with people that are in love with what you do. They understand your brand, they understand what you're doing, they understand that, okay, this is the approach. If your brand is like this and people you are working with doesn't understand your brand, you have a problem. So I started I call it a challenge, or I started like a PR trend of featuring people that the title of the song is Screaming Beauty. So I feel like people expect that people that will be bringing on the platform are beautiful. The people I'm bringing are actually beautiful, don't get me wrong. But there are people that people did not expect to see vibe to the song. So I just thought of it. I feel like I need to have like a different approach to the normal daily promotion. Like you use one fine girl, you stay one. So everybody is bored of all these things. So every single I try as much as possible to bring new concept and new ideas, so that new approach. That it's easy for people to say, this guy is every time one style. All right. So the approach and the way you twist the whole thing is
there's some personalities that they want to be everything in their work. Like they don't want to bring in other people's opinions and ideas and creativity because they feel like they know it all. I know you do a lot, but when did that end for you? When did you decide, what, I have to bring other people in on this to help me out?
Initially I used to believe I can do it, but that's why most times I'm surprised when an artist or anybody comes out and say, I discover myself, I did it myself. It's not possible. You cannot do it yourself. You need people. There are sometimes that you need people to think for you. Sure. Music is, you are not the only one listening. People, and I do tell people it's important you have yes and no men in your team. Right. If you are rolling with a set of people that anything you do, they tell you, yeah, it's good, it's nice. You are not in the right team. You need people that will tell you this one does not make sense. And that's where good management and good teams comes in.
Honestly, I've been inspired. This conversation has inspired me.
Thank you. I don't know how to inspire
Thank you for coming to talk to us, and good luck with the rollout with Screaming Beauty. I cannot wait to see you performing on stage sometime soon. Yeah. But now there is something beautiful waiting for us in the kitchen. I know you've been smelling it. I know that our chef is ready to roll it out. Yes, now.
You
didn't know?
I'm fasting.
Okay.
So sorry.
Right. Okay. No wahala. So I will help you. I will help you to taste it because I've been eyeing that food.
Isn't that smelling nice, man?
It is
Shout
smelling
out to
really
the
good.
chef and everyone in the studio.
All right then. So let's take a quick look at your track, and then we'll head over to the kitchen.
Now this is not just the music, I want you guys to feel the vibe. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right.
Screaming beauty, beauty, beauty. My girlie body no be new thing. She's bad and bougie, sippy don't berry. Take the flower, take the Gucci. I book off for first, put you for next. Bring body, make a caress. I back, I break my defense. Tiki body, not the flesh. Yeah. Oh, single. Oh, single, single. If I see you.
It's the young boy.
Now this is not just the music, I want you guys to feel the vibe. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right.
Screaming beauty, beauty, beauty. My girlie body no be new thing. She's bad and bougie, sippy don't berry. Take the flower, take the Gucci. I book off for first.
Woo! Okay, now the glam chef has been busy in the kitchen, and we are joined by Shode in the kitchen as well. So he has already let us know that he's not eating. And Mary, I would like to inform you that he said I can take it.
Wait,
I am the one eating this food today.
To decide what I want to give.
Really? I thought you were going to drag this thing with me, Mary. I was expecting you to drag it.
No, you know why? Because yours is Islam, right?
Yeah. No, I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian. You're Catholic.
No.
Fasted.
I like
right?
Your
personal
fasting.
That's good. That's really
close
good.
to God. Fast and pray. Life is spiritual.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can have it. You can have it.
You see I'm doing good.
And it's Asun pasta.
I've been looking forward to this. Thank you, Shode. In fact, can you come back next week?
God, in the tent.
So, Asun pasta, chef, please let us know what's inside. Talk to us about this.
Okay, we use spaghettini.
Yeah.
This is asun pasta as a whole. And we use spaghettini and some goat meat. So the goat meat is well seasoned and very soft. And
I like the way you
it.
talk.
Very soft.
I actually thought you were Ghanaian.
No.
All right. So here it goes. Don't be too jealous. Don't be too jealous.
We are not going to look.
Dig in.
What's going on? All right.
Asun pasta.
Okay.
This is going to do a little dance now.
Perfect.
It's perfect, eh?
It's nice and soft and tasty and flavorful. And Shode, are you sure you don't want to taste this? I'm just checking.
Please, let's pretend we
Thank
hear that.
You can see temptation.
No.
This next song is going to be called # Conversations with the Almighty.
Thank you so much, Glam Chef.
You're welcome.
This is amazing. I am definitely.
It looks amazing.
It is. Mary, stop it. Just stop it. You told me I could eat it. After the show, don't come and meet me.
You already dropped a plate.
Oh, okay. All right then, guys. It's been an amazing Monday morning. Hopefully you had a great time with us as well. Yeah.
Because we did.
And we're going to do it all over again tomorrow morning from 7 a.m.
That's right.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
What do you want to do? Why you no humble? You just dey fumble, and you today over kaku. Born like Lukaku, what to job is uncle. No take banku, just smoke some baku. Bad belly people, they no get level. All of them be vessels, instruments of devil. You know, say I sing past them, I get you trouble. If you want wahala, I go give you trouble. You know, say my money just they call me double. You know, say I sing past them, I get you trouble. If you want wahala, I go give you trouble. You know, say my money just they call me double. I carry my own cross, my available. And you know, say I still they available. For my answer, I still get it available. Bad belly people, they no get it level. I carry my own cross, my available. And you know, say I still they available. For my answer, I still get it available. Bad belly people, they no get it level. But with the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, it's what makes most men just be alive. So we try to survive and not stay deprived. So we testify and we magnify. So my brother pray for grace to his holy name, so we can celebrate and jubilate, felicitate, anticipate, bro, for better days. I carry my own cross, my available. And you know, say I still there available. For my answer, I still get it available. Bad belly people, they no get it level. I carry my own cross, my available. And you know, say I still there available. For my answer, I still get it available. Bad belly people, they no get it level.
It's Sonic Sound.
Entertainment for me, first of all, I say it's a vocation, it's work for me, it's a way of life that brings about merriment, relaxation, and it's happiness, it's everything good put together. Anything at all just to make you happy, give you joy, make you laugh, make you dance. Entertainment is a way of life for everyone.
Are you ready? This is Max Hits. That's about that time. Hey. I got hit music. Yeah. All the hits. Max Hits. Yeah. Let's go. All the hits. Yeah. Turn it up.
Most played.
Just starting, them rush me. I might be famous, but I am somebody too. Yes, I am nothing. I am.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent